and welcome everybody. My name's Hina and I'm coming to you from Soul Blossoms, London, which basically is a self-healing service, and it is also a service that helps give you a foundation and tools to transform what area or aspect of your life you're trying to transform. So it could be a health issue, relationship, finances, mental health, mental well-being, stress. So there's a lot of different things that is available to you from us. So today's totally complimentary session is going to be working on relationships, and always with the aspect of letting go in our mind. And the whole concept of letting go, it always sounds so easy, but it's not always that easy. And today we're going to do in the letting go series, because I call this the Let It Go show, because the more we let go, the more we're free. And everything that I have learned is from my teacher, dr&mastersha. So this is not my wisdom. This is wisdom from teachers, from dr&mastersha, from my other spiritual fathers and mothers. So, and I'm just passing it on because these techniques, this wisdom is so important, and we don't hear about it enough. If we look at mainstream media, social media, we look at what's popular, we look at magazines, and it's interesting what humanity considers popular, and what as a collective consciousness, what we are focusing on and what we are spreading to each other even. So basically, if we just look at how many rap artists or music artists or entertainment people, models, celebrities, if we look at how many people are viewing their social media or viewing their movies and this and that, not that I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, but then then you compare it to a really teeny population that is working on like making the world better, decreasing pollution, watching high education type things, universities, science, and just look at how much a scientist gets paid versus a basketball player. And the scientists are the ones who are affecting millions, if not billions of people. It was a scientist who came up with electricity. It was a scientist who came up with vaccines. It was a scientist that came up with pretty much all our modern technology. So, but entertainment is what captures most of humanity's attention, while substance and look, this is really changing and affecting the world is kind of going unnoticed in our subconscious. And that really says a lot about humanity and where we are at this stage of humanity's evolution. So today we are going to focus on relationships, and it doesn't have to be like a girlfriend, boyfriend, or a love relationship in that way, like a partner. It could be a relationship with anyone, your mother, your father, your pet, your kids, your relationship with a colleague at work. You can even work on the practice that we're going to do, the relationship with yourself. Because there's always something, if there's something that we're not completely comfortable or happy with, we're holding on to something. And sometimes it's so deep in our subconscious that we don't even realize it. And then we end up manifesting the same thing over and over and over again. So if in our mind, we've already decided that this person, my colleague at work, is always cranky, or she doesn't like me, or my boss is always so hard on me, or my husband's always stubborn and complaining, because we've told ourselves this story over and over and over again, it keeps replaying on our external environment. And what we really have to do is we need to go inside and take accountability for our part of what we're experiencing on the outside. So one of Dr. and Master Zhigong Sha's books is called Tao Science, and he wrote that with a quantum physicist called Dr. Rulin Shu. And in those terms, everything that we're experiencing in our environment is self-created. It's self-created based on what we have created. Any negative information and information in our thoughts, words, deeds, or actions that is basically reflecting back to us. And we know when we've really healed a relationship, when that reflection is either not there anymore, or now when we think about that person or that situation, that health problem, it's either healed or it doesn't bother us, and we just accept the way things are. Not to say that we accept abuse, but we kind of accept the person for how they are, and it doesn't hurt us anymore. We don't hang on to anything. We let it go. So one of the core wisdoms, especially when it comes to relationships, is doing a forgiveness practice. Because if we're experiencing it in our lives right now, that means we have caused this to others. You can say in a past life, if you believe in multiple lifetimes, or somehow we've gathered this information throughout our life, and now it's come and we've gathered enough of it. We've said that thought so much over and over and over again, and we've gathered enough of that negative information that it manifests and it reflects back to us outside. That's why also one of his core teachings, Master Sha's core teachings, is doing an instant forgiveness practice. If you ever come across something that you don't like, or someone's being rude to you, you just instantly go into forgiveness. A lot of these teachings are in this book, The Greatest Forgiveness by Dr. and Master Sha. And he's also written it with Master Cynthia Devereaux and David Lush, two of his top teachers, basically. Now, this is a great book. So let's focus on one relationship that's really challenging you. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a practice from this book, and we're going to use this calligraphy. So if you don't already have this book, it also comes with the calligraphy. And this is what makes Master Sha's technique so powerful, is that he has not only given us an amazing invocation, but he's also given us a tool to make the practice more powerful, so we can slowly dissipate that information, so we get the relationship in harmony that we really want. So think about one person, and as I'm talking, that person will have popped up in your mind, like, yeah, I want a better relationship with so-and-so, my pet, my dog, my whomever. So it can be pretty much with anyone, my colleague, myself. So let's go ahead and start the practice. I'll give you a few moments to decide, who do you want a better relationship with? It could be technology. It could be pretty much anything. And also, we do have to keep an open heart and an open mind. And once again, kind of have that accountability that there's a reason why I'm having issues with this person. Like I start a new job and I love so-and-so, but oh my gosh, I really don't like this person. And that happens to everyone. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. That's just human life. And we don't know why. We kind of know why, but we don't know what to do about it. But this is what you do about it: the greatest forgiveness. So go ahead and think about who comes to your mind. Take a nice deep breath down to the bottom of your abdomen, back straight, and close your eyes. You can put one hand on your navel, the other hand on your heart, because our heart center is our relationship center. And we have an acupuncture point right in the middle here where it stimulates energy. So you want it a little bit cupped, not straight, just a little bit cupped, and just gently over your heart center. Your left hand cupped again on your navel. And we put it on our navel because that connects to our ancestors, because, you know, the umbilical cord connected to our mom and therefore our ancestors, because it's umbilical cord to umbilical cord to umbilical cord in DNA, 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 generations, generations, generations. You can just close your eyes, and we're going to use the power of Tao calligraphy, the greatest forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness. So we have our body power, which is where you're putting your hands. Now we're going to use soul power, which is the invocation, starts the practice. And we say hello to the outer souls, which are the souls that are outside our body, and inner souls, the souls that are inside our body. Because with Master Sha's wisdom, every single thing has a soul, which means my dog has a soul, my pet has a soul, my computer has a soul. I definitely have a soul, but then even my heart, my cells, my RNA, DNA, everything, my navel, everything has a soul, even cells, which in science right now is the smallest unit of biological matter. But then there's smaller and smaller things inside the cells, if you know biology. So there's smaller and smaller souls. So there's souls everywhere. They're like a gigantic accumulation of souls. And we want all these souls nice and healthy, just like on the matter level, we want our cells nice and healthy. So keep your eyes closed, keep your hands where I said. I'm going to say the invocation. Dear Source and Divine, dear all spiritual fathers and mothers in all realms, dear Heaven and Mother Earth, dear countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes, dear all souls, my ancestors or I have harmed in any way related to relationship in this lifetime and all lifetimes. I love you all. Please forgive my ancestors and I for the mistakes we have made in this lifetime and all lifetimes, causing any challenges in anyone's relationship. Then you can see the person's name that you're focusing on, or your pet, or myself, dear, and the name. Please forgive me if my ancestors or I have hurt you in any way. And we unconditionally forgive you if you have hurt my ancestors or I in any way at all. We would love to bring a world of love, peace, and harmony. We would love inner peace and inner joy. So all our interactions, our communications are filled with love, light, compassion, and forgiveness. Please let us let go of whatever is entangling us in the negative information. Let us transform the negative information to positive information so we may manifest not only a relationship, but eventually a world of love, peace, and harmony. I deeply thank you for your forgiveness, and I am so happy to forgive you and let it all go. And now I just want you to visualize golden light coming in your heart. And we're going to say, I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. And I want you to continue seeing these lines. And in the meantime, we're going to trace this. This is called dr&mastersha, which is the greatest forgiveness. So you just follow my hand, my nail. So this one is, you can open your eyes. This is Da, which is the greatest. because the greatest is not human. It's God, Tao, divine, source, whatever you want to say, unconditional. Because unconditional means you can do whatever you want. I will forgive you each and every time. I'm not going to hold on. Then we go down, then we loop up. So that's the general way. So when you get this book, you can trace with that, but I'll trace it for you. So continue saying, I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. You can continue closing your eyes, visualizing golden light in your heart center, and even between the soul of the person you called. So the soul would look like your human figure in this lifetime, and you in a golden bubble of light. And just visualize golden light in both your heart centers. And both of you are saying, I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I let it go. You let it go. We all let it go so we can live in love, peace, and harmony. I let it go. You let it go so we can live in love, peace, and harmony. I let it go. You let it go so we can live in love, peace, and harmony. So take a nice few deep breaths one more time. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and you can just take a little check. How do you feel now? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel more calm? When you think of that person, is there less of a tinge or a little prick when you think about that person? And how much is left of that uncomfortable feeling is how much you have to practice more. And sometimes it doesn't seem fair because on the outside, it looks like they're the ones being rude, and they might be rude. But why are they rude? One of the best things about Dr. Master Sha's wisdom is that he teaches self-empowerment. So if we want to change anything in our life, we could just accept the situation and not try to transform it. Or we can be self-empowered, we can empower ourselves, know that we have tools, and a tool is the invocation, it's the books, it's the practices, it's the calligraphies, it's this video, this YouTube video. You can replay this video as much as you like so you can go deeper in your forgiveness practice. And you can always get the book and trace this calligraphy, because this calligraphy has embedded positive information that slowly gets conveyed to your information, to your soul. And then it goes from the information level down through the process to the matter level. And the matter level has the relationship transformed? Do you now feel happy thinking about the person? Does whatever the person do not bother you anymore? Does no matter what the person do, you just forgive and you're like, okay, maybe they're in a bad mood, or don't take things personally. You don't hang on anything. Letting go is a skill. Letting go sounds easy, but it's not always easy, because subconsciously and throughout lifetimes, we've embedded this information so deep that it really takes effort to first clear all the top layer information, the nonsense, the interference, the distortion, our karma, not seeing things properly, to really get to the root cause. And once we get to the root cause, to change it, to transform it. That's why the calligraphies, the books, and the practices of Master Sha are amazing. And this book also has for finances and health. If there's something that I can help you with, please let me know. My website, Soul Blossoms London. This is an amazingly powerful practice, but when you combine it with something called Tao Light Treasures for the relationship, the health condition, finances, it makes the process a lot quicker, a lot less painful, and a lot more noticeable. So you can actually see a big change, and then you continue your own practice till it gets 100% fully healed or transformed. So it really depends on how much time do you want to spend on hanging on to someone who's negative, or how long do you want to spend on doing practices? The more you do, the better. If it's a challenging relationship, it's 2 hours a day. If you have a treasure, it speeds it up. So you don't have to do it as much, but it is something that you want to continue doing, because the information, we can get rid of the negative information, but you can start collecting, you can start recollecting it. So you have to be very, very disciplined not to regather negative information. And the best way is to kind of say, there's a reason this is happening to me, and I'm going to transform the reason. I'm not going to blame anyone else. I'm going to let it go. And then you work on letting it go. And it's not always easy, but it's possible, especially today with all the methods of Dr. and Master Sha, including Tao Light Treasures, is the fastest way to transform anything. So I thank you so much. If there's any way I can help you, please connect with me through my website, Soul Blossoms London. Send me a message, send me a text. The website is going through some changes because I'm uploading more information on there. But please send me an email if I can help you in any way, and I can take you through different options. Or if you know anyone who needs this information, who needs some sort of healing in any aspect of life, mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health, please let them know about Soul Blossoms London. So I thank you so much, and I hope to see you next Friday. So every Friday at about 5:30 United Kingdom time, I will be going live on YouTube, so you can catch the new episodes there. Please leave a comment, a question, anything I can help you with. Thank you so much, and my name's Hina, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.